So, hello, back again. Today I want to talk about the invest. Maybe you say, okay, invest we already talked about because we spoke about 5 megawatt, 10 megawatt, 50 megawatt, 100 megawatt, up to 600 megawatt machinery. But this is only one part of the total invest. So I prepared some posts which shows the main invest we have to do when we talk about a PV production. So the first one is the machines, which we already declared, which we already explained. And you know, we can start with 5 megawatt, but we even can do 600 megawatt, even gigawatt. So we also have a second part of the invest, which is the factory, which is the building. The building means for 800 square meters, or maybe for the smallest one for 200 square meters, it means a store. It means offices for the workers, and of course a production area to place the machines to make the complete production. So the third part of the invest is material. So now for the machines I make a hook because in the last lections we explained a lot of for this. For the factory, this depends very strong on the country, which means if you make a building in Germany, you pay much higher price than, for example, in India. What we can tell is the price level in Germany. We also know the price level in Europe, sometimes India or other very low developed countries. But finally, you are the guy who makes a decision how much is the invest. So for the factory, it depends on the country and it depends on the size. And for example, for a small 5 megawatt production, it can be a few €100,000, maybe €200,000. And for a very big size, which is 600 megawatt, it can be, for example, in Turkey, we invested roughly 4.5 million euros for 600 megawatt. Yeah? You see, there's a big difference. Okay? The last part of the invest is the material. The material pre-financing. The pre-financing is first you have to buy the material. And material, I mean, for example, the solar cell and all other, which is glass, which is aluminium frame, which is junction box, which is foil packages, which is label, and a lot of other things. First you have to buy it. Then you have to pay. Then you get the delivery. Then you have it in your factory. After that, you make from that material solar modules. You have to pack the solar modules. You have to sell it again to the customer. And with 10 days, sometimes 7 days, sometimes 4 weeks, you get the payment back. So this means this process is about roughly 2 months. You get back what you bought, what you sold for the material. And now we have a very good figure to calculate how much we need. So again, to talk about 5 megawatt, this pre-financing is, let me calculate, 5 megawatt, it's 400 kilowatt, 2 months, it's 800 kilowatt, and it's roughly 200,000 euro. Yeah? So 200,000 euro, you have to calculate for this. If it's a big installation, like 600 megawatt. Maybe that's too big because it will threaten you. Yeah? Let's calculate for 100 megawatt. And this is every month you have to buy 8 megawatt of material. Multiplied with 2, it's 16 megawatt. And this is roughly 3 million euro you have to pay before. Patrick, I'm right? Because I make it now in my head, yeah? 16 megawatt multiplied with 0.22.
3.5 million.
Yeah, okay. So it's
About 3, because you have down payment.
0.5 million euro is the pre-financing with a very big size. So this is small size, this is big size. And now you see, now I'm nearly at the end. You have an invest for the machines, plus an invest for the factory, plus an invest for the material. All these invests we point out and we calculate together with you in our business plan. When you make a business plan, you have to calculate not only the money for the machines, please think about you need money for the factory and you need another big money for the material pre-financing. Okay?
Maybe let's point out that these figures, the 3.5 million euro, are the maximum you need.
Yes.
Because sometimes you have down payments from the customers you get before, let's say 30%.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you can get, for example, the sales with letter of credit for a credit period. So you can lower this invest if you have
A little bit.
Yeah.
But generally I would say let's calculate with this amount. If it's less, then it's good for you. If you ask the bank or your investor for the second time for money, you will get a lot of minus points. So finally, this is how you have to calculate the invest and what is the invest for. Okay, that's it.